Hello and welcome. This is Coy Howe, Managing Director of College Funding Solutions Incorporated. This video tutorial details the features and benefits of our real-time data and progress tracker applications. Defined as data tracker for the advisors and progress tracker for the clients, these cutting-edge applications close the loop between the family, the advisor, and CFS, putting everybody on the same page all the time. For the advisor, there is absolutely no additional cost to access your data tracker, as it has become part of the CFS Data Link. The CFS Data Link also includes your DS Premium software, email notification system, and crash course for working with students too old for the CFS program. I'd like to take a few minutes to go over the features and benefits of your data tracker. I have set up a sample client for the purposes of this tutorial. Please be advised that all of your active clients and all related data for each will be accessible through your data tracker. Let's go ahead and log in from our website, mycollegeinfo.com. Again, that's mycollegeinfo.com. After login, you'll notice under the welcome box, CFS Data Link. Click on CFS Data Link and then Data Tracker to access your data tracker. CFS Data Link and Data Tracker. You'll notice first off that the data tracker is divided into two sections, advisor resources and client resources. Under the advisor resources, you have commissions paid and pending, ACF reserve zips, and your ACF referrals. Let's take a quick look at these different reports. When you click on commissions paid, you're going to have a report display that's going to show you the last name, first name of the student, the pay term, the pay number, the amount they paid, your commission, the transaction date, that's the date that the payment was processed, the cutoff date, which is the next closest Wednesday to that, and then the advisor date paid, and that is always 2 Wednesdays following the cutoff date. So this is commissions paid. Now let's take a quick look at commissions pending. This will be commissions that you have not been paid for yet. Last name, the pay term, their payment number, how much they paid, your commission, the trans date, again, the cutoff date, which is a Wednesday, always a Wednesday, and the paid date, or in this case, the to be paid date, which is always 2 Wednesdays following. So those are your two commissions, commissions paid and commissions pending. So you'll always be able to check what you've been paid. You'll always be able to check what is pending, what is coming up, what you will be paid on. Let's also go ahead and take a quick look at the ACF reports that are available in your data tracker. You have ACF reserve zips and ACF referrals. If you'd like to check your reserve zips that you have with the American College Foundation, simply click on that. It'll bring up a listing of the zips you have reserved. Also, obviously with mine, I just have one, but you're going to have your zips all listed here and the date that they were added, or that's the date they've been reserved since, basically. Verify what zips you have at any time you like. Also, the other feature is the ACF referrals, and that'll give you a running list of all referrals that you've had from the American College Foundation. Of course, now I just have one in here as a sample, but advisors are going to have hundreds of these. It gives you the date, time that the referral came through, the student, parent name, the address, city, state, zip, their phone, email, and the grade. Even though you receive an email directly from the American College Foundation, it also posts here, and that way you can keep a running count of your referrals. Okay, next let's move into your ability to track each client's progress and activities and financial data, etc. If we'll scroll down here a little bit, client tracking resources, you'll notice that you can search by group or you can search by student. If you search by group, you're going to have an interactive client dashboard, interactive client procedures, and a client financial summary. Now let's take a look here first at the interactive client dashboard. Click that. You're going to open up a report that's going to give you the name, alphabetical order, last name of all your students, the grade year that they graduate from high school, their address, city, state, zip, and phone number. Now also you're going to get account setup, missing data, income and assets, activities and phone log, and colleges the student is considering. Keep in mind, a lot of students will enter our program as 9th and 10th graders, and this entire reporting service will expand greatly as they progress through our program. As they get closer to their senior year and as they go through their senior year and closer to college, more and more items are required and more items will be displayed, etc. Let's go ahead and select Account Setup for Samuel Allison. It's going to give you a sub-report, what we call a drill down report. It's going to give you the family details and the account setup. This is mom and dad and the student, their address, phones, emails, etc. Then you'll also have under account setup the date you enrolled them, when we received the application, the welcome letter was sent. So you can track their progress as they go through the initial setup of their account and getting established with College Funding Solutions. Anytime you are on a sub-report, this is a drill down sub-report, if you want to go back to the main report, you always want to use the back arrow, which is go back to parent report, and it'll take you back here. So if we're on the dashboard, select, it takes you down the report. Now if you want to print this, or if you want to save a copy of this, there's a blue disk in the top center up here, and you're going to want to export that to a PDF. If you export that to a PDF, what it will do is it will save this out into a PDF. It's best to print your reports from this PDF format. It seems like the formatting for that works the best universally to go ahead and print that. So you'll get the exact same report out here in a PDF, and print from that PDF seems to be the best. So again, if you want to go back to the main report, you've looked at account setup. There's also missing data, income and assets, activities and phone log, and colleges. We'll look at them real quickly. Missing data gives you a running sheet of what we've received, what's missing, and an explanation for each down below. Again, use your back button. Income and assets gives you a quick summary of income and assets, their EFCs, cash investments, home equity, AGI, etc. Again, all these reports are exportable out to a PDF. When you export them out to that PDF, you're going to get a clear, concise report that you can print, save for future reference, etc. Keep in mind, all of these reports that are displayed are all real-time reports. Everything is live in our database. Everything's live off our server. So if you pull up income and assets, that's what we show on our server right now. That's what we show in our database right now. Those are the records we have right now in real time for these clients. Activities and phone log, you can check anytime they call our office, anytime we have interaction with them on the phone, leave a message for them, etc. Those are all in the activities. The details of those phone logs are all in there. And colleges, from this report, you can view the name of the school, city, state, the FAFSA profile dates, the cost of attendance, EFC, the target gift aid, and the actual gift aid awarded. Blue denotes it's higher than the target, and red denotes it's lower than the target. Again, you want to go back from this. Let me show you, before we go back, let me show you real quick on here. Also, there's a drill down in here. Anytime it says, the drill downs will all be listed right here. Click institution for detailed admission and funding statistics. So if you click on Baylor, that gives you a report on Baylor about the incoming students, the applicants, how many applied, how many actually enrolled, how many were accepted, the average incoming test scores, the loans and debt, the amount of funding awarded, the percentage of need met and gift aid offered. All this information is in these reports for these individual schools, including the school's contact information, the school's website. And again, that report, move it out to a PDF. That can easily be saved out in a PDF, saved, printed, etc. Okay, we'll go back to the master. We'll go back up a level to a report, which was your spreadsheet on the colleges. Then we'll go back up another level to the master report, which was the interactive client dashboard. So you see, we'll run through that again real quick. We go to the interactive client dashboard, and that's going to give you the student, account setup, missing data, income and assets, activities and phone log, and colleges. Then you can click, in this example, you click on colleges, go down and get the spreadsheet of the colleges, and then you could click down one step further and get the statistics on the individual school. Okay. Next, let's take a look at the interactive client procedures. This is the same basic format with the student's name, address, city, state, zip, phone. This has their APR history, the procedures, tax returns, FAFSA, and profile. So if you want to look real quick at if we've got their tax returns for the year, or when we filed the FAFSA, or when the profile was done for the year, that's all in the interactive client procedures. Next, we also have the client financial summary. It's a similar spreadsheet where it's got parent AGI investments property and students AGI cash investments, last first name of the student. And again, I've got a single student in here. There's advisors who have hundreds of clients in here that they track. You click on the last name, and you get that income asset summary report. And again, from that, I don't want to bore you with this, but I want you to know that how easy it is to save this out into a PDF and then print from there or save to a file, etc. Okay, let's go back to the master report. So client financial summary gives you a quick overview of the income and assets for each client, and then click on last name, and that will take you down into a more detailed report. And we have down here search by student, and it's broken into data and process. These are the exact reports that the student and family see from their side. Their reports are called progress tracker. Your reports are called data tracker. So if you want to search by a student, in other words, if you want to see the family enrollment details for a specific student, you'll open up the family enrollment details. You select the name of the student here, and then in the top right hand corner you just click on view, and it'll bring up that report for that individual student. And again, you have the same option of saving out to a PDF and printing from there, etc. This works for any of these. So if you want to look at the colleges that your students and the student, you don't want to go right to Samuel Allison's colleges, view, and there's his reports. So you can either search by the group from the dashboards, or you can search by individual student, and you can look at the exact same reports that the client's looking at. Family enrollment details, any missing data, income and asset summary, office activities and phone log, the APR submission history, all the procedures, tax returns and W-2 submission, FAFSA and CSS profile, and colleges. I want to thank you again for taking the time to view this video tutorial on our data tracker. You can see that it certainly closes the loop between the student, the family, the advisor, and CFS. It keeps everybody on the same page. All of our information is reported in real time. And again, we look forward to many more great things to come. Thanks again for your time.